I'm Ed Begley. You're watching Green Tea with Tamara.
We're catching up with Edward Headington, the creator of the Green Salon series, and apparently tonight's event is the culmination of all that. What is the Green Salon series?
Well, it's a new and engaging series about green thought, and Breathe LA really wants to position itself as an incubator of green thought throughout Southern California. So we created this Salon series so we can bring in all different community stakeholders, from the grass tops to the grassroots, to talk about green issues.
There is a problem when you see the amount of ice that's melting in the in the Arctic Circle, Greenland, the ice that's leaving that landmass, and that's the most dangerous kind of ice, the one that's leaving land and going off land. Because if you have ice that's already in water, it melts like a glass filled with ice. That ice melts, the water doesn't go up 1 nanometer. But when you have ice that's on the edge of the glass, that's on land above the water, and that melts, then the level of water goes up.
It's our 12th event that we've done with the Salon series, our 6th one this year, and the culmination event, as you mentioned, for 2009. So we're really trying to drill down, which I know is probably not a word you should use with the green crowd, but drill down on the green issue. Everyone talks about going green, what it means, how much green to pay for it. But there are a lot of folks that have been out there for a while. They've been visionaries on the environment, and Ed Begley Jr. and his wife are just two of them.
Well, there's different shades of green. People do things, on a kind of a minor level, of course. That would be a very light green, and then people get more serious about it, kind of a medium shade of green, and then you can become dark green over time.
I'm a dark green.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, you would be, because you're doing so much with Eco-Family News and your other charity. What's it called?
Whole Children, Whole Planet.
Yeah, so I can see how you would be dark green. Mm-hmm. And what are some of the top things off the top of your head that you would like to share in being a dark green person like yourself?
Well, I think it's really important. Education is big. I'm in complete agreement with Rachelle on that. And I think that getting our kids involved, letting them know how to do it so they can be role models for the adults, and then the adults can be role models for the kids.
Right.
But I mean, I think it's important to become a conscious consumer.
And I'm probably light green right now because we live in an apartment, and there's certain things that you can't do because you live in an apartment. You don't have control about about the toilets or the other green things, but we do.
Maybe what we can do is talk to our apartment managers and try to get them to go green.
We can do that. That is an option. But
you had another brilliant idea. What was it?
Well, the other thing is start with the small things. I mean, we do use biodegradable soaps in our house, and we also we use vinegar as our main cleaning supply. We use that all the time.
I started out like most people, kind of a light green shade, doing what I could in 1970. When I was going here, I was going to this very college, Valley College, when I started it in 1970. That's nearly 40 years ago now.
You actually were the founder and creator of the first Earth Day back in 1970.
Well, the one here in Southern California, I coordinated on all the college campuses.
In 1970, when the first Earth Day got organized, I went, I'm going to do something, and that was the catalyst. It was the dirty air.
And it's ironic because many people here weren't even a twinkle in their parents' eye during that time, so they don't remember the smog as we remember it.
And it's still bad. Yeah. Let me not mislead the young people here. Say, Ed said the smog's better, or cleaned up. I'm not saying that. It is better though.
We had incinerators in the back of our yards.
We had incinerators, folks, in our backyards. We were mandated to burn our trash in our backyards.
The Community College District has the largest green, sustainable, public green building program in the country, and it's really due to the support of the public. And so it's great to see 40 years of effort of trying to preserve and protect the environment, get to the point now where we have more thinking toward a green economy. We're working toward it, where we're thinking and building toward preserving and protecting our planet. But we have a lot to do, because when I started environmentalism back then, in my work in environmentalism, there were about 5 species a day becoming extinct, and we have about 20 a day becoming extinct. So we really, on one level, have made improvement in terms of consciousness, where more people are thinking green, and that's wonderful, and developing conservation habits like recycling and energy and water efficient materials in their homes and in their offices. But on the other hand, we're still losing wilderness, we're still losing wildlife habitat, we're still losing other species that deserve a place on this planet. So we have to work very hard to totally change our living habits. so that we are not over-consuming and over-exploiting the resources throughout the world.
Start simply. You know, I didn't get into debt buying solar panels and things I couldn't afford in 1970. I did what I could afford. Did cheap and easy stuff to start, and you start there, you know, and you'll save money right away if you start simple.
And so do you think we have hope to heal our planet Earth?
Like the current occupant of the Oval Office, I have the audacity of hope. Yes, I'm quite hopeful, and I'll enumerate some of the reasons why tonight in my speech. I have some hard facts about why I think we can be hopeful.
How's that for a global issue? Ozone hole big and getting bigger. In 1987, we really took action to ban CFCs and other things. They were banned from spray bottles years before. We banned them from refrigerants and cleaning circuit boards. And now that hole is not the same size, it is not bigger, it's smaller.
I know that you're probably tired of everyone asking you about Ed, so let's change gears tonight and talk about something completely different. And because you're such a beautiful woman and a divine feminine energy, and so is Mother Earth, I just wanted to ask you, I kind of had the thought that if we wanted to really heal Mother Earth and her divine feminine energy, that we might want to look deep into the psyche of our consciousness as women. And one of the issues that I have found is there's this phenomenon that's kind of lurking in the dark, and it's about women hating women, and it all has to do with green with envy and jealousy, and it's kind of hidden in the dark corner of our hearts. And I think that if we can heal that inside of us individually, then I think Mother Earth's divine feminine energy will heal as well. Am I onto something here or not?
You're totally onto something. I think that's the crux of it all. You know, we've been pegged against each other. It's sort of like gladiators. You know, we've always had to vie for the man's attention just to survive. For centuries, I mean, for eons. So we were always in competition, you know, and it's a big thing with me. We're just bought and sold like cattle. And I know that I'm not cattle, I know, but it's something in my DNA. It's still there, and it definitely needs to be purged. And I do think that you're onto something, because it's really about healing that. And when we heal that, we will take our power back and say, you can't destroy this planet. This planet is here. We are taking over, folks. We have the power.
Understand why it's important to change. I know change is hard. No one wants to do it. But when you understand the why of it, you're more motivated to do it.
If we can clean up envy, then we can heal Mother Earth, and we'll be back to the full power of our divine, full power feminine energy. Right.
It's too bad it's called green with envy.
Right. I think don't hate me because I'm beautiful, right?
Yes, right. I think we will reclaim it, yes.
Yes. Yeah. We just want to thank everybody who talked with us tonight about what shade of green they were. What shade of green are you? Everyone was inspired by the talk that Ed Begley gave and Rachelle Carson. We just want to give a warm green welcome to everyone that shared our vision of hope here on Green Tea, which is healing our planet Earth.